In a world frequently bound by routine and predictability, envision living life governed by randomness. Picture a life where decisions hinge on the flip of a coin or the roll of dice, where less trodden paths become your chosen routes. This captivating notion has found exploration and celebration in numerous movies, books, and videos, each offering a unique perspective on the beauty of embracing unpredictability. Movies embracing chance. Many movies have introduced us to characters whose lives are intimately entwined with the whims of fate. Forrest Gump, an American classic, chronicles the life of a simple man whose choices are molded by the flow of circumstances. Through his journey, we discover that embracing life's unpredictable twists can lead to extraordinary experiences and connections. In the movie Yes Man, Jim Carrey portrays Carl Allen, a man trapped in a rut of negativity and routine. However, his transformation commences when he starts saying yes to every opportunity that comes his way. By embracing this philosophy, Carrey's character allows faith, or rather the unpredictability of life, to guide his journey. The Dice Man is a thought-provoking novel by Luke Rhinehart that ignited the idea of living life at the mercy of the dice. Published in 1971, it follows the story of a psychiatrist who begins making life decisions based on the outcomes of dice rolls, leading readers on a journey of randomness and self-discovery, challenging the conventional paths we follow in life. Rhinehart's narrative has inspired countless individuals to embrace chance and unpredictability as a means of breaking free from routine and exploring the unexpected. Penn Jillette's Dice Philosophy. Penn Jillette, one half of the renowned magic duo Penn and Teller, also ventured into the realm of living life at random. He authored a book on the subject and introduced the concept of allowing a die to decide everyday choices. The benefits of embracing randomness. But why should one contemplate embracing randomness in life? The answer lies in the idea that when we're uncertain about what to do, we often default to what we're comfortable with. This comfort zone can stifle our capabilities and deter us from trying new things. Imagine you're confronted with a choice, whether it's picking a movie or deciding where to go for dinner. Assigning each option a number on a die, rolling it, and promptly committing to the outcome can be liberating. You might wonder, why leave a decision to chance? The truth is, sometimes overthinking decisions can paralyze us. Opting for a quick, satisfactory choice can be superior to endlessly pursuing the elusive, perfect decision.
A concept is someone who gives their life over to random choices. The idea of it is that whenever we make a choice, that you essentially have a voting system in your head. That's one way to look at it. And when you decide on what you want to do, you pick the thing you want to do most. That's obvious. But there's a lot of things that you really sincerely wanted to do, you just didn't want to do them most. On the throw of two dice, of course, there's a bell curve with 7 at the top and 12 and 2 at either side that at least like. So instead of making the decision every time to do the thing you want to do most, you lay out all things you sincerely want to do. You don't do anything you don't want to do, but you lay them out on that bell curve of how much you want to do them, and then you roll the dice and immediately act on that choice.
Life is about exploring uncharted territory, even if your choice doesn't yield a spectacular outcome. It's about progressing and embracing novelty. By relinquishing the burden of decision-making and allowing the die to decide, you eliminate stress and take immediate action. The philosophy behind it is that when you're confronted with choices and are uncertain about your preferences, you tend to gravitate toward what feels familiar. This inclination can stifle your potential because making a reasonable decision and acting on it promptly often outperforms striving for a perfect decision that takes a long time to execute.
The idea, any business person will tell you that very often, it's not a complete rule, but very often making a suboptimum decision earlier will give you better results than making the optimum decision a little later. And acting without doubt will often give you optimum results, even if you're a little bit wrong. Doubt and hesitation really do hurt you.
The concept of living life at random isn't confined to fiction and literature. Real-life figures have embraced this approach. Nolan Bushnell, the billionaire behind Atari and Chuck E. Cheese, and the acclaimed actor Bill Murray are prime examples of individuals who have allowed chance to shape their destinies. Even in the realm of biotechnology, professionals have turned to the dice method when confronted with uncertain decisions. Penn Jillette also recounted how one of his friends in the biotech industry resorted to the dice method when faced with decision-making dilemmas.
I worked in biotech, got up one Monday morning, was going through the list of things she had to do, and she wasn't sure how she wanted to deal with her work situation. So she gave a very low priority to not going into work, but going to Florida and taking 4 days off. Just flying down there, 4 days, fly back. Without asking at work, without getting permission, totally irresponsible. She rolled it came up, went to the airport, flew to Florida. Had a wonderful time, came back knowing that she would be fired. That was not the way she acts. She's very responsible. As I said, she works in biotech, she's in chemistry. She's a very, very serious person. This is the one time in her life she just did that, split, irresponsible. She came back and her boss said to her, I know you just took those 4 days off because you just needed them. And we realized while you were gone how important you are to the company and that you really did need that time, and we're giving you a raise.
In a world that often champions meticulous planning and deliberate decision-making, the notion of living life at random offers a refreshing perspective. It reminds us that, at times, it's acceptable to relinquish control, embrace unpredictability, and let chance guide the way. So, the next time you're ensnared in a decision-making quandary, consider rolling the dice and allowing the randomness of life to lead you on an exhilarating and unpredictable journey. After all, it may just unveil extraordinary experiences and unexpected connections that you wouldn't have encountered otherwise.